What's up, y'all? Lee here, and I am a cashier. A Walmart cashier. A Walmart cashier in a designated hotspot for a certain special health crisis happening in the world around us. I see plenty of faces a day, hear many a comment about what's happening, and listen to some of the smartest and stupidest people you could ever wish to meet. There are plenty of things I could speak about, but I wanted to put my opinion out there on a certain situation happening nationwide. A certain situation that I am on the front lines of and don't even know that much about. The national coin shortage. Many have probably seen signs or warnings outside of businesses or on the front of registers such as this, or have been asked if they're using card or cash when making a transaction. Walmart, we got a letter from the bank saying that cash shipments would be delayed. I assume the same is for many other businesses given with what's going on, but for us, that letter was 2 weeks ago. A long 2 weeks ago. Since then, all of our self-checkouts have been stripped of cash and put into carts only mode. The only place to accept cash are staffed registers, but even then we're having a hard time counting change because chances are our tills are just empty of quarters or dimes, and we're stuck giving away handfuls of pennies as change. Lines have been backed up by 4, 5, or even 6 people waiting in a line at all open registers. Now, we can chalk this up to many reasons, the letter being one, but very recently I have been hearing more and more about the Federal Reserve. And if you have been out of your house into Kroger or Walmart or really any other store, you would have at least heard something about the Federal Reserve. But to put it bluntly, yes, this is because of the Federal Reserve. Be it the health crisis or the economy, something has happened, the Federal Reserve has been disrupted, and we are seeing the effects of it today. Federal Reserve Chairman Powell said, "What's happened is that, with the partial closure of the economy, the flow of coins through the economy has kind of stopped." As well as this, ABC 10, Fox 8, and many other news stations are reporting that Walmart is asking customers to use credit and or debit cards amid the national coin shortage. So, what does this all mean exactly? Well, it means a lot of things, and there is a lot that I can go ahead and say, but I just want to go ahead and get this out of the way. Everything henceforth is entirely my opinion, based on my beliefs, the news that I watch, and my job. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and say this. No, I don't believe that this is a permanent thing. Give or take a couple of months, hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be back to normal, at least currency wise. But let's go ahead and start a little bit of a rant here. Yes, I know that this is an inconvenience. Yes, I know that it is a pain to have to wait in line. And no, I am not doing this because I have some sort of vex against you or something. Self checkouts can't take cash. You have to go to a register. Okay, that's a good point. We have signs up, we have mentions of it. We will stop and ask you if you are using card or cash just to make sure you're not wasting your time. The area that I live in is very conservative. Well, the whole state is very conservative. Let's just go ahead and say that. Trump 2020, government bad, all of that, whatever. You get the picture, right? If I have to explain a little bit more, maybe this will get you a little bit of an understanding of what we go through on the daily basis. A lot of people get very mad, very angry that we can't take cards. Like I said, I understand. Is it an inconvenience? Yes. Am I doing this personally against you? No. Self checkouts can't take cash, nor are we misbehaving and not doing our jobs because we won't check you out ourselves. No, because we're not allowed to do it. That's why. But constantly, it is a repeat of the same stuff. It is the government. It's the government doing this. No, no, it's not. It's a disruption because of a health crisis, because of an economy crisis. That's what it is. It's not Big Brother over here taking away our pennies, then our Benjamins. The next thing you know, by 2021, we're all walking around with a chip in our head like some great value barcode tattoo. That's not how this works, and God forbid if I don't hear 20 different versions of this story every single day. I promise the world isn't coming to that. If anything, they're gonna get rid of pennies. That's my belief. Pennies can go the way of the dodo. I don't care. I don't know, maybe being a cashier has changed my view on the penny, but I think that grabbing a nickel or a dime just to round out to the next five or zero is a lot easier than grabbing 4 pennies. But What do I know? I'm just a cashier, right? Anyways, going along the lines of that, also, no, it's not a secret Walmart plan to get you to use one of our credit cards. I work for Walmart. I've been working with Walmart for a year. God forbid I would never trust a Walmart credit card. That's my belief, and I work there, so take that as you will. This isn't some cover up. This isn't a conspiracy. This isn't our plan to get you to buy into Walmart. This isn't us trying to put a vex against you. This is a crisis caused by another crisis. This is something that we need to come together to fix, not be angry at the cashiers and the self-checkout workers because God forbid you have to wait an extra 5 minutes to get checked out. Oh, I don't want to go ahead and stand in line or whatever. It shouldn't really matter because you're going to get out either way. We're going to take your money either way. That's our job. But to sit here and just have an argument every 5 minutes, just somebody new complaining or getting angry or cussing us out because God forbid we can't check out their whole buggy full on our own personal consoles at the self checkout. We have a job to do. We have people to watch, things to do. We can't spend 10, 15 minutes getting a whole cart full at one of our little consoles. That's something that we're not allowed to do. And I feel like that I have rambled on a bit, so let's go ahead and get back on track here. I have a lot of stories. I have a lot of moments. I have been cussed out. I have been yelled at. I have been called almost every name in the book because of this. And it's especially worrisome, especially whenever we only have, what, 5 registers open at a time? 5 staffed registers? Sometimes it's not even 5, sometimes it's only 3, which means that there can only be 3 lines of people. 9 times out of 10, there are 6+ people in these lines. I understand it's bad, but we're doing what we can. We're complying with regulations so we can at least stay open and get you out. So to really go ahead and recap this whole thing, is it bad? Yes. Is it something that's going to be the end of the world? No, it's not. The Federal Reserve, they're working to get everything back on track. We're doing the best that we can as cashiers, as a business to get you in and out as quickly as possible. And it's something that we shouldn't be. Is it something that we should be taking seriously? Yes, of course. Is it something that we should be getting angry about? No, never. Because the only thing that this is doing is just making the situation already at hand worse. Because as I've mentioned before, as I've mentioned in this video, the county that I'm in, we are a designated hotspot. We get cases by the hundreds each and every day. God forbid if we're not in the thousands already. But it's a problem. And to have everybody come in yelling, cussing, screaming on top of each other, it's not making the situation any better. I understand it's an inconvenience. I understand that this and that and whatever is happening. But taking it seriously, we need to all just take a couple of steps back and look at the real problem at hand before we go ahead and move forward. So with all that being said, I know the last couple of minutes I have went on a little bit of my own tangent and a little bit of my own rant. But if you liked it and you want to see a little bit more of it, tell me in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button too while you're at it. Maybe drop a like as well. I know self-promotion is bad, but hey, whatever, right? It's not like anything else can get worse than what it already is. Haha, funny joke. But in all seriousness, this is the end of the video. I plan to do more stuff like this. I hope to do more stuff like this. I really do enjoy it. And if you do too, let me know. And I will gladly do whatever it is that you want me to do. So with all that being said, again, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.